Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your last reading for the week. I mean, for like, how do I put this? Saturday is like the outcome day for all the cards that we picked, right? It's the two last cards for this week. Tomorrow we pick a whole new set of cards for the week. So, not too sure how I'm going to do Sunday, though, because usually I split it up, right? So, maybe on Sunday there will be two readings. Yeah. Well, look at that. It'll be different. Maybe it'll be enough to shake up my my channel a little bit. We'll see. Keep up, YouTube. All right, so let's begin. Let's begin. We have the Six of Air. Love the Six of Swords. Love the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about decisions to move on, transitioning, moving, travel. Sometimes it could even be journeys, but because this is a general reading, it's like you moving somewhere. And then this one I especially love because it's a ship. I know it's supposed to be in water, and you do see the water, but you almost get the impression of sky because of the way the birds are flying around. You almost get that, you know, bird in the sky, ship in the sky, but you do see the water. Like, you do see the water here. So it's a beautiful ship. All the sails are unfurled and ready to go. And you have the Tree of Life coming in as the second card, giving me the impression that, you know, the Tree of Life is all about the cycles of life. It's all about getting it done, right? It's you go from the roots all the way to the branches up in the sky. And this is a baobab tree. I love that. Okay. It's like I said, it's the roots in the ground, the branches reaches to the heavens. It's kind of like your path, your destiny in life. Whatever happens, whatever storms, whatever dry spells, wet spells that you're going through in life, you are the source of going through that journey. Okay? How do you dance with life? How do you go through your feelings? How your thoughts go through? Everything makes you who you are. Everything that you've been through, everything that you're looking at, and everything that you are wishing for is all part of that balance. I like that. I like that. So I feel like they're saying to you, you know, it's like, take it seriously, but don't. Life is a constant. It's just a constant wheel of movement. You're always moving towards something. This is the journey we have here. We're born in a physical body, and then we go along through the journey, and then we pass the veil and go back to spirit. But that spot of time that we have, we're going through things, we're doing things. And if you had a choice, if you were shown before you got here, do you want to be struggling the whole time? Or would you look at this as a great opportunity to experience some fantastic things? You probably pick the experiencing fantastic things, right? So I'm feeling like adopt a mindset of just going with the flow. Go with the flow. Okay? The wind is pushing you and the water is gliding you across. So go with the flow with it, Pisces. We're gonna start with that. We're gonna begin with that idea, and we're gonna work on it. So I'm gonna take from the Enchanted Knot Tarot. And tomorrow's readings will include the healing readings. I hope you guys like this. I really like those. Ooh. Its head stuck in the mud. But I don't think that's you, Pisces. Actually, it's like the exact opposite, right? You have stuck in the mud and then going with the flow. But I feel that this is, like I said, if you look at this as well, it almost looks like it's... Don't you get like the impression that it's just like at the edge of the sandbank? So maybe that's it. Maybe you're just slowly moving. Look at that, 24 and 6. 6 and 6. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you to my guides, Liam and Mona. I don't mention them enough, but I adore these beautiful energies. They're lovely. They're lovely. Yeah, ghost lands. Yeah. So, I don't know what made me take another one, because these are kind of perfect together, but we're going to take them anyway. We're going to take them anyway, and we're going to go forward. I'm going to read 24. I'm going to see more out of curiosity than anything else, right? You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Sometimes getting stuck, and I think they're trying to say that right now, this week, what happened with you, getting stuck, is the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. It's a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. And that's what we were talking about yesterday, right? Stop getting inside of your head and change the perspective to where you want to go. Okay? Maybe it says, like I said, leaving that fear behind, going through that door and leaving that fear and that doubt behind you as you walk through it. As you're walking through it, okay? That's the stuff that's getting stuck, okay? Okay, so stop and find joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud. Be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. I like this. So, I'm going to look at the ghost lands. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. I like that. I always like that. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there. Nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Beautiful Pisces. So, very much the lesson is start moving towards your destination. Don't get stuck in the past. And sometimes the moments that we're stuck in right now is because you needed to look at something. You needed to gain clarity before you could move forward. But I feel that they're telling you it's time to move forward. The tree of life coming in this is just kind of putting all of these stories together, right? This is the path of your life. This is the journey. This is how things move and change and just keep going forward. Look at all these beautiful butterflies. Look at the bottom of this card, all the possibilities of transformation showing up. Yeah. Okay, Pisces, let's do this. Let's put these cards aside. They're hard to shuffle this way, but I like them so. Okay, Transformation keeps coming out. Keeper of Coins. Eight of Vessels. Not surprised. When I have the Six of Air, I usually have the Eight of Cups. They kind of always, I remember when I started doing readings here on YouTube, they were always coming out together. And the Crown of Wands. Okay. This is definitely taking the lead in your life. Being the lead in your own journey. Deciding to do what you want to do. Okay? Love the King of Wands. He's all about decisions. To me, he's always been the King of Decisions. It's like, I got the spark and I'm going with it. He's the leader. He has the light in front and people follow him. And I love that about the King of Wands. Because even if he is maybe not 100% sure, he sure as heck has got a great idea of where to go. Okay? So, you have the transformation, the resources, and the cracks that have let the light in for you to move on and go forward. This is all this is saying in the front here. It's going, you have a wonderful journey ahead of you. Okay? Wonderful. Key, beautiful key in the Pentacle showing so much tools at your availability. Okay? So this is, in itself, it's a very positive thing. If you are a person who says, oh, I don't know what to do. So many bad things have happened to me and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. We've all done this before, myself included. I'll sit there and have a little pity party with myself. And then tell myself that stuff that I've done just hasn't happened and not the way that I wanted it and blah, blah, etc., etc. Okay? So this happens to us every once in a while. But the thing is that all these things that we try and then doesn't work or try and give up on, most likely, okay? They've offered us a little bit of resources every single time that we've done them. I keep telling you guys, I had a channel before I did this channel. I was trying to help people financially budget their money so that they would have money left. But my channel was really not working well. The channel itself wasn't working well. So I was stuck in the mud. I don't know if it's I started it as something different and then it just, I don't know. It just wasn't working. And it was almost like an act in futility. And when I finally gave up on it, I felt so deflated because I had given so much of my time. But what I was forgetting or not understanding is that by the time I started doing spiritual work on a very different channel and decided, okay, well, let's do this instead. Which, by the way, I thought the other channel would be would work better than this, for sure. I was completely surprised. But when I was looking at that, instead of saying, well, I did that for a time and it didn't work, what a waste of time, I started realizing that all the work that I'd done, in other words, the editing and learning about how to drop videos, what to do with videos, how to do thumbnails, how to do titles, how to do description boxes, how to do this and that, and being familiar with the platform had given me some great practice, some great training in what to do so that I could concentrate on doing the spiritual message. And the other stuff was just resources that I had in my toolbox that I already knew how to do. It was fantastic. I didn't have to learn every single thing from scratch. I knew a lot of what was going on. I knew how it worked. So it was very fun, and it was fun to have that to begin with. It's like knowing a system, you know, in and out before you do anything. It's a great key, right? It's a great resource. So the cracks actually let the light in for the right idea to come in, and my path in life, what I wanted to do. Plus, while I was doing the budgeting thing, it actually helped me keep budget in my life. It kept me accountable because I was doing it for other people as well. So I had to show up and be the example that I wanted to be. There were so many good things that came in, but instead of going, woe is me, I failed so badly, I didn't fail. I succeeded. The only thing is I didn't have subscribers. I didn't have the way to help me continue doing that line. But that's fine. It brought me here, and this is fulfilling to me. This is something I want to do till I die. Okay? The other was a certain part of time that I wanted to do it. So it was just, everything worked out exactly as it should. My path is where it should be. Okay? So take the lead in that little side, but it's good. Okay? The reason I tell you these things, Pisces, is so that you can feel like you have something in common with me. I know a lot of readers do that, and I've read books with readers. They say keep your personal life out of it. Okay, sure. But I'm a human being, and so are you. And if I'm going to do spiritual work, you need to know that it comes from a human being who is in the same boat as you are, who has suffered the same things, who has gone through trials and tribulation and shed the tears and had the pain. I don't just sit here and dole out spirit energy advice. I'm also the person who is the messenger, who has her very own life. Okay? I used to go see spirit people and think that, wow, they must have fantastic lives. But pretty much after I'd leave, I'd pretty... You ever know, like, what kind of personality that person is? Look at all these champions coming out. This is all Knights, Pisces. This is all Knights coming out. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Are you getting the message? Are you getting the message? I hope that you are. Transformative. Flight. It's so funny because you have the wands that's represented with flight. You have the swords that's represented with flight. And you even have the beautiful bird on top of that bag that's packed and ready to go. I feel that's the whole thing that they're talking about here, Pisces, that again is the tree of life. All the trials and tribulations. Knights are people who have action. A lot like the King of Wands here. They take action in life. They do, let's do this. Let's do this. Well, you've done that repeatedly in your life. And you've met those obstacles. You probably had your tail feathers burned a little bit every once in a while. You probably had to pack your bags and leave. Obviously, it's right here. And you've had to sometimes make decisions that you thought maybe were not well thought out of, but you needed to get out of something or do something different. And you did. And it's all been part of your life. It's all makes it part of you. We put so much on the fact that we need to get it right, that we forget that that's really not the point. The point is to learn. The point is to live. The point is to thrive and to believe that we can do something else and move forward into something else and do something different. Okay? This is about living. These champions, it's all about taking action to live. And I love that. It's about being ready for the next step. And I feel that's what a spirit is telling you. Be ready for the next step. Because the next step will present itself. You know, with the budget thing on the other channel, I kept saying, I want to help people. I want to help people. And I want to do this. And then it came in a different way. But you do get answers. And you do get help. And you do get resources. It's all in the way you look at it. Your failures, what you perceive as failures, they're not always failures. They're sometimes preparing you for different, for more, for what you should be doing. Apprentice of Wands. The past. And strength. Beautiful card. Okay. So right here, the Apprentice. I love that there's that. It could be a telescope. It could be something that you communicate with. Probably something you communicate with. But it's seeing the bigger picture. Seeing the movement. Not getting stuck in the past. But the past also with this card I love because it's like planting something that's going to help you. The past has helped you plant seeds, the resources that you need, the keeper of coins that you needed to move into this part of your life, right? And the silent courage is showing you the strength, the 8, the infinity, and it's on the crown chakra, on the third eye chakra, pardon me. And his eyes are closed. It's like, I see the light. I see inside. I see the inner strength. Trusting in yourself. Trusting in your journey. Not beating yourself up over the journey. Knowing that when you were stuck, it was preparing you for the journey ahead. By taking the perseverance of getting stuck out of the mud and not getting stuck in the past, it gave you the courage to move forward. It's all intertwined. I love, and that's what I keep hearing. All of it is connected, Pisces. It all connects to each other. It all connects together. So, absolutely. All right, so this is the end of the first reading. We're going to begin the Tree of Life to see what else Spirit has to say. All right, beautiful Pisces. So now we're at the Tree of Life. Such a beautiful and profound card. I love anything that has a baobab tree. I absolutely love it. I love that it's a very old and ancient tree. The Tree of Life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. Its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens, the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it's important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. The invitation. To find health and balance in your life, reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. And that's what I'm saying. Do you see things as, I failed, or do you see things as, this is stuff I can pick up. This is stuff that will help me. It's all in my bag of goodies. I'm a big cheerleader when it comes to the bag of goodies, Pisces. Okay? Anything that you can pick. It's like... there's something that they're showing me, like there's a vase or something that has all like little gems or little pieces on it, and you drop it and it falls. Instead of just picking it up and throwing it to trash, what of it can you reuse? Can you glue it back together, or can you take like the little stones out of it and create something else? We've been seeing like the Five of Pentacles in this deck right here that shows us the necklace that's broken. You saw the vase and the 8 of vessels that's beautiful, that's been glued together. There's always a positive that is left behind from it. The only time there isn't one, the only time that you discard everything is when you're missing the blessing that's left behind. Okay, so if you're too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. Capricorn moon making a showing here, reminding us, right? If you're caught in mechanical doing and you're feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. Remember your center. Remember your center. Okay. So, the medicine here says, what nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where do you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. Nice. Be conscious creator. Okay. That is a fantastic, fantastic thing to say. Be a conscious creator. Be a conscious creator. Writing it down, Pisces, because that's the title of this video. Yes. All right, so let's take one last card from this beautiful Signs of the Time Oracle. It paired up really nice. I enjoyed working with it. Chance. The dice. Beautiful. All right. So, let's take a 19. It's 10. Yeah. 10. A cycle change. I've been feeling cycle. I've been feeling the Wheel of Fortune for a while now, Pisces. Sometimes it's necessary to take a chance. And other times, the risk is not necessarily worth the reward. The dice represent taking that risk, whether it be a calculated one or one taken out of necessity. There may be many unknowns right now, but doing nothing isn't really an option. Like this stuck, okay? Like we were seeing, you were stuck for a reason, but now it's time to go, okay? It's time to move forward. They want you journeying ahead. Weigh all your options to determine what makes the most sense. If you're unhappy with the current situation in your life, it's not serving you, now may be the time to bet on yourself and walk away. And that's what I was talking about. What was it yesterday when I was getting that throat tightening? If what you are doing to get ahead is making you miserable, it's time to look at why. Is it because you're pushing yourself too hard or you really just don't want that? Really? So it's time to look at it, right? Alternatively, there could be something you've been working on that requires perseverance to see the fruits of your labor. This card encourages you to take chances in a way that fulfills your ultimate desires. In other words, if you are doing it and you're not having fun, maybe it's time to have fun. Maybe you're doing it wrong. Oh my God. Oh, flashback to a t-shirt. Okay. It's also asked the question, what risk are you willing to take? You'll never know what will happen if you roll the dice until you do. You'll never know what will happen if you roll the dice until you do. Okay, so they're saying be careful of impulsiveness. So it is, like I said, there's an observation time that came through. In other words, it's not just jump ship. It's take a moment to see why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Then figure out a path how to jump ship. You know, if you know what I mean? Or jump on the ship. Not jump ship, jump on the ship. Or maybe in your case, jump ship into another ship. I have no idea. We'll leave it there. I'm going to leave that right there. Let's pull some cards. Thank you to everybody who stayed with me. I hope you're enjoying the new format. I am. So, thank you for being of support. Always, Pisces. It's wonderful to have people who are so loving and supportive. Five of Pentacles. The long, hard journey. The snowy, cold journey. Yeah. Contemplation is at it's time to, yeah, it's time to go. There's that 7. The World, yeah. Okay. So Pisces, let's take a look at this. Of course, this is, to me, This is somebody who's, you know, who knows how to stockpile, of course. You know, the thing about this is that you could say that this is somebody who's hoarding stuff, but it's not. She is also somebody who's been through it. But she's obviously not suffering as much as these people are, okay? She's obviously stockpiled. She's obviously feeding herself quite well. There is no problem here, okay? While these people are huddling, this person knows the resources, and that's what we were talking about. Getting the resources that you need to go, okay? But you need to go. You can't sit and freeze to death. You need to do something to begin the journey. You also have here the contemplation, okay? Even with two of you contemplating big plans, that's not launching it. So you need to move forward. You need to go ahead and pluck the right seed and discard the wrong one. Okay, and let the rest grow. You need to figure out the balance in between that. And then, well then, you're going to be doing just fine. You're going to get to completion. You're going to get to the end of the major arcana. Because I feel you're in the wheel. You're stuck in the wheel, shifting, changing, but you want to be starting to walk down that path that'll get you to completing the successful path, right? We have many shifts, many journeys. It's, you know, it doesn't go from, you don't only go from the Fool to the World and, you know, in just one lifetime. You could, I guess, if you wanted. But there are many different things that you touch in the major arcana. I'd say even every year you have a major arcana card that really kind of touches you and lets you see things for what they are, right? It helps you focus on an energy. Also a new one, I like that. All right, so you have, of course, the Seven of Cups. So this is you finally making a decision. Making that decision and deciding to go with what, okay? And the snake sometimes is seen as something bad, but for me the snake is shedding the skin. Snakes shed their skin, and for me that's what it represents. Shedding your skin and going for the stuff you want, okay? I like the fact that he went for the jewels and not just like the stuff that he thinks that people would want him to do, you know, like, or expecting of him. You know, go for the spiritual and you know, the material goods that give you stability. He went for the jewels. Good for him, because that's what he wanted. Okay, so shed the past, shed expectations, and go for what you want. Okay, so and the other one is again about shedding. Okay, shedding those restrictions. Those things that you've blocked or put in your way, the things that you think you should be doing or how you should be succeeding or anything else of that matter, and just go ahead and do, okay? This Three of Pentacles always hits me in a strange sort of way in this deck, and I'll tell you why. Because you see this figure who is looking at this, I don't know if it's the sculpted or molded statue of a young boy who is being overburdened by wealth. And I feel that we have a very skewed idea of what wealth is. And I feel that this gentleman looking at it is kind of questioning that. He's looking at, is it really worth all that it's cracked up to be? Okay? The reason I say that is because we were shown, especially for my generation, I don't know about everybody else who's watching, but we were shown on TV just what wealth meant, you know. Big houses, big cars, a lot of money, a lot of like disposable cash, you know, a lot of it flash and bling and all of that stuff. Only to realize that these people are miserable. And when it goes away, so does the friends, the cars, everything else. And in the end, they're really just left alone. If you see any superstars of the 80s who are now not as big anymore, and they're being interviewed now, a lot of them will say the same thing. If I'd known what truly being happy meant, all of that stuff wouldn't have really mattered to me. And I feel that there's a great message to be imparted. If you're going to get a message from these people who have influence on the world, these are the ones you should be listening to. That it's not all it's cracked up to be, and it's not all that you think it is. Basic necessities, basic so that we can survive, is perfect, is wonderful. I think across the board, everybody should have that. We shouldn't have to pay to eat. We should be able to, the planet has enough to give to us that we should be able to do it. But we do. We pay for everything. We have that system in place. If we could just learn to not let anybody stay sick, to offer health care, to offer food and shelter without having to, be afraid of being without, would be a wonderful place to be. And then the rest would be just inspiration and doing what we could, and would be a wonderful place to be, absolutely. I'm not denying that for people who are struggling right now. I know it's hard in the world right now. But I'm just saying that blingy stuff and the shiny things that you think will bring you happiness are sometimes just a burden, because there's other things that come with it, okay? I know, I can hear some of people saying, give me that burden, I'll take it. My father used to say that all the time. Oh, I wish I could have, let me handle that burden, give me those problems. But it's easier said until you live it, then you realize it maybe. Oh, it's not that great. There's that King of Cups coming back in. It is always better to give than to receive. I always feel when I see that card, but it's not just that. It's just that the more you put into your life, the more you're going to get back. If you put a happiness and joy, instead of always the pursuit of happiness and joy, you're going to get more peace in your life. You're going to be able to give back, because you're already going to have mastered it within yourself. And again, you see, this is your rewards. This is your fulfillment. Having your cake and eating it too, being happy, having a full plate, a full platter. People wanting to give to you. And because you've given back. You've given back of your soul, of yourself. You're living your best life. And by living your best life, fulfilling your dreams, your passions, your path, you become somebody who has got a lot to offer. Okay? People want to be around you. They want to spend time with you. They want to have coffee with you. They want to chit-chat with you. They want to get your ideas. Oh, wow. All right, so the King of Swords. You got a lot of kings today. You also had the King of you had the King of Wands earlier. Absolutely. You had the King of Wands. Let me see. Something else kind of flipped in here. Let me take a look here. So yeah. Ending with the Tower. Isn't it great? There's the Tower. What are we going to do? Okay. Well, we're going to make the best of that Tower. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's look at these. What do we really see in that Tower? We see that the building is finally cracked and it's going to come down. All those old foundations are going to be done. And there is a crown that is on the ground with it. And we had 3 kings today. So maybe the kings are not there to be a concrete place to... I don't mean it's you're there to master the energy of the king, not get stuck in that energy. That's what I meant to say. So, the less stuck you are in things, Pisces, the more that you can see above. You even have, look at this. He's got a crown on his head, and he's got the crown. He's planted the crown to the ground. It's almost like he's put it away. It's like this is what I'm talking about. This planting this is what's coming through. Is that's enough, okay? It's time to set yourself free. This Sword of Truth is kind of putting it out there to you, explaining things to you. You get this and that. To me, if I was talking to, I remember at one point somebody would say, says, "Oh, you're going to get fortune. That's the shocking thing that's going to happen." So I'm going to tell you the same thing. You're going to be very fortunate. Okay? I'm not going to say fortune. I'm going to say fortunate. You're going to be very abundant. Why are you going to be abundant, Pisces? Because you're going to see the cycles of life for what they are. That sometimes crap has to happen and things have to crack and break away for you to find the remaining pieces. What happens if that crown falls down off of that beautiful tower? Well, once it's all out, you can pick that up and, well, you can sell it, you can melt it, you can turn it into gold. And I feel that's what they keep saying here. You can turn anything into gold if you have the foresight. The King of Swords is always giving me that grand big picture of things. You have a lot of mastering abilities here. They're telling me to use them wisely. So, yeah. So that's it. Pisces, liberate yourself. Make a decision. See the abundance that comes in. You can do it. All right, my beautiful ones, I'm going to let you go with this. That's it. This week is done, wrapped up, little bow, poof, there for you. And I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I guess I'll think about that tomorrow when I start doing the readings. I guess I'll do the healings. Maybe, you know, I feel like saying maybe I should do a live for the healings. There's an idea. There's an idea. I don't know. We'll see. I'll play around with it. Either way, you're getting a reading. So thank you so much, Pisces. Love, light, and blessings. I will see you later. Bye for now.